Hi, my name is Schiller. I'm a dad of two beautiful daughters and live in Mill Valley with my family. And I'm really just super grateful that I get to make a testimonial about clear and simple prayer. This book and the teachings within it have just had a just profound impact on my life. And in fact, this book and the teachings were there for me when I really needed them. And I learned about prayer from sitting with George over the last couple years, but it wasn't until I came across the darkest moment of my life where I really needed to reach for something, and it was so clear what it was, and it was a clear and simple prayer. My wife got really sick early this year, and the doctors and nurses and everybody was pretty dark about what they thought was possible for her, and I didn't accept that. I fundamentally didn't accept what they were trying to tell me. I felt deeply that there was a power greater than myself, a spirit of all life, the God, right? That was there for me, and I dug deep and made a prayer that was really simple. It was for my wife's full and remarkable recovery. Those were the words that I said countless times through the day, through the night when I couldn't sleep, when I was by her bedside. She was in a sedated coma for 3 weeks. That was the prayer. I did not move from that, and I asked everybody who knew her or cared about her. People said, "What can we do for your family?" I said, "You could pray for Megan." Right? You could pray and say the same prayer, clear and remarkable recovery. Let's all have the same prayer for this woman. And we're 9 months later. Megan's at home now. She's beat all the odds. Doctors are shocked that she's doing as well as she is, and I'm not shocked because I know that the prayer was answered, and I feel like the opportunity to pray more now for all the little things in my life. When I'm having challenges as a father, and I watch my daughters crying or fighting, I just pray. I say, God, help me to know what my business is in this, and help me to navigate this in a good way without relying on my old programming or what my parents or parents before did in these situations. And so, a clear and simple prayer is the way for me to navigate my life, and not just to navigate the hardships, but to really start praying in the happiness and the joy and the ease and the peace that I so want in my life, and that a clear and simple prayer is always there for me. And my prayers are getting simpler and simpler the more I sit with this book and the more I sit with the teachings in it, because it's like, oh, what I really want, I just want to be connected all the time to the source greater than myself. Let me have that. And so my prayer is getting simpler and simpler, and so I'm sharing all this with you so that it may be helpful in some way, that you may be going through your own unimaginable challenges in your life, and instead of wandering through them alone, I just want you to have the good news that I have, which is this book, right? This book has not only just instructions, right? The instructions are not a lot, right? This isn't a long self-help book that's gonna you have to follow all these instructions. There are literally 3 steps to make a clear and simple prayer that are in this book, and then there's just all the good news of a man who spent his life trying to do the same for himself, to have his own clear and simple prayer and share that with us. And it's a real honor to be able to give this testimonial. And I want to say again, if you find this, or you're watching this on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you find this, this is the good news. This book has help for you if you choose it, right? And I can't read the book for you. I can't give you what I'm feeling, but I can share it with you. And if you feel it, then I say go for it. Take a step towards it and buy the book, and then let us know what you think about it, right? And use the hashtags and all the things to communicate back, because I know George would love to hear from you if you've read this book and it's touched you in any way. Please join us in this movement to reclaim prayer, reclaim God outside of the bounds of religion. We can do this without dogma. We don't have to believe anything. We just have to have that prayer in our heart and whisper it, when we remember to whisper it.